Guys, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We
Yeah.
can even see the screen.
Okay, okay. Right, right. So yesterday we have discussed about the decision tree. So we will see what are the different issues which are related to decision tree here. So as I have told you, decision tree is nothing but we will be framing different types of rules for deciding the result. Okay, so based upon the rules, we will decide whether that particular node is accurate or not. So with that node, we will be framing different types of rules. Okay. After generating the tree, whether the tree is best hypothesis space or not. Okay. So these are all comes under decision tree by using different types of methods. So that we will see now. Okay. So here in decision tree, there are different types of issues. Okay. So here the first issue is overfitting the data. As I have told you. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed what is overfitting. So what is overfitting? Overfitting is nothing but it will depend too much on training data. Decision tree will depend too much on training data for generating the tree. Okay, and there is a possibility that the tree goes into overfitting. So whatever the tree which has been generated, that goes into overfitting. Okay, and here hypothesis work good on training data, but it will does not work good on the testing data or any real world data. Okay, so what is happening whenever we generate any hypothesis space, that will work good on training data. Why? Because whatever the training data which we give to the system will know everything. What is the data and what is the output also. So what will happen? Whatever the data which we give to the system, it will train to that, and it gives us the data, accurate data. Why? Because it know what is the output of the data. Okay, so that is nothing but it will work good for the training data, but here it does not work for the testing data or real world data. Okay, by overfitting. And here we have addressed with this with a particular method that is called as reduced error pruning and post rule pruning. So these are the two methods which we will be using to overcome the overfitting problem. And there is one more issue, that is in incorporating the continuous value attributes. So what is happening here when we use continue value attributes, and I take the example of rainfall. So rainfall, how it will be? Today it will rain some degrees of the rain. You'll have some value will be stored. Tomorrow it will be different. Day after tomorrow it will be different, and the next day there won't be any rain here. Okay, so this is nothing but continuous value. So the value will be increasing. So the value will be in different. So you can take one more example that is related to age. Okay, so here age. So today your age is 21. Tomorrow your age will be 21 years one day. So likewise. So this type of values are called as continuous valued attribute, continuous value. To a particular attribute age, so these are the continuous values you will be having. So what is happening here is decision tree works well with problems where we have attribute values. Okay, so continuous values where we have here, decision tree will work somewhat better. Okay, sorry, for discrete value it will work somewhat better, but continuous value it will not work better. Okay, so this will be one issue. One more thing is Handling the training examples with missing attribute values. So what is missing attribute values? Missing attribute values is nothing but whenever you enter any data into the table. Okay. So what will happen? You will miss some data in that. Okay. So what till now I am showing you that is small data. You'll be having large, huge amount of data. So when you enter any particular data, so that will be huge. Whenever you enter the data, you'll be missing a part of data in that, some part of values in that. So here decision tree works well with the data which has error. But if we want to use decision tree, we need to fill the missing values with proper value. Then we can use decision tree. So whenever we will be getting the missing values in the data, we have to use a proper value for that. So how will we use proper value? Proper value is nothing but missing value ekkadaitundo akada what we will do, we will write some uh, standard format, that is nothing but unknown, null. So likewise, okay. So we will be using proper value to that wherever missing value is there. So if we use this type of data, then we can use decision tree for that also. Fourth one is handling the attributes with different cost. So handling the attributes with different cost is nothing but, so whenever we apply any algorithm, so what will happen here? Each attribute in the decision tree is given with some equal importance. But sometimes what will happen in data sets, there is possibility that we may give more importance to only some attributes here or more weightage. So example, what is the example means? If you take your data, so your data consists of different attributes like student name, hall ticket number, okay, marks, age, father name, and father mobile number. So all these things, result, all these things. So what we will do? So these are all important to calculate, to use this data for your placements or anything. So from this, only few of the data are very important. What are they? Your age, your hall ticket number, your marks, your result. Okay. So what we are doing, we are giving some importance to that. So that is nothing but handling the attributes with different costs. So what will happen when there is different types of issues like this? So this can be somewhat handled by decision tree. So there should not be any biasing. So biasing lekunda use this. So here without any biasing, decision tree will use all the attributes to construct the tree or to get the hypothesis space. And the last issue is there will be alternative measures for the selecting attributes. So till now we have calculated information gain. Sorry, we have used ID3 by calculating the information gain for a data set to generate the decision tree here. Decision tree ni generate cheyadaniki ID3 algorithm use chesam. Okay. So now what has happened? We are using information gain technique for getting the best root node here. Okay. So in information gain, calculating we will give more importance to the attributes which have more common class. That is biasing is done. Okay, so this should not be there. So these are the different issues. Now the main issue is depends on overfitting. Okay. So that I'll show you. So how to avoid the overfitting? So how to avoid the overfitting? So what we are doing here is stop growing the tree at earlier stage. So before it reaches the uh, larger tree. So what we have to do, we have to stop the tree here, where the perfectly classified data, whatever the tree at that particular place, we will be getting the tree classified very well. At that stage, we have to stop the tree here. Okay. So here the first step is stop growing the tree earlier before it reaches the point where it perfectly classifies the training data. Okay. So for the total training data, if it is classified perfectly, there we have to stop the tree. So this is the first point. Second one, allow the tree to overfit the data and then post prune the tree. So once what we have to do, once the tree is in overfitting, then use the post pruning technique to remove the tree from the overfitting. Okay. So tree generate అయిపోయింది, చాలా డేటా ఉంటుంది, ఆ డేటా అంతకి ట్రీ జనరేట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ట్రీ జనరేట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, we will get the larger tree. So that should not be there. That will overfit. It will take much memory. So what we will do, we will remove some tree to overcome the overfitting. So to avoid this, we will be using post pruning technique. Pruning and cut off. Okay. And for post pruning, we will be using two methods. One is reduced error pruning, and second one is rule post pruning. Okay. So here in second step, if you see, here training data is divided into two parts. Okay. So one is training and validation. And validation is nothing but it is used to access the utility of post pruning. In post pruning, we will be using reduced error pruning and rule post pruning. So here, the first method which is used under post pruning is reduced error pruning. Guys, 1 second. Yeah, guys, sorry for the disturbance. So can you hear me? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ye-
Screen is visible? screen is visible? Okay. Okay. So the first method which is used under overfitting, that is nothing but reduced error pruning. Okay. So pruning అంటే ఏంటిది? So if you take in general in real world చెట్టును తీసుకోండి. సో మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు? So when you will get the issue related to electricity. Okay. So nowadays it is summer. సో వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ చెట్టు పెరిగింది అనుకోండి. So it will harm to the wires. Okay. So if the stems are very large and it is falling on the wires, so what will happen? There is some issue in the uh, electricity. Okay. So what they will do? They will cut that stems. చెట్టు కొమ్మలన్నింటినీ కట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. Okay. So this is nothing but pruning. So the same method is used here. So reduced error pruning. Okay. So in reduced error pruning, the first step is each node is a candidate for pruning. అంటే ఏంటి అని అంటే each and every node is tree which is drawn from the candidate for pruning. Okay. Second one is, I'll explain with example also, don't worry. Second step is pruning consists in removing a subtree rooted in a node. The node becomes a leaf and is assigned the most common classification. So here the third step is nodes are removed only if the resulting tree performs better on the validation set. And fourth one is nodes are pruned iteratively at each iteration. The node use removal most increasing accuracy on the validation set is pruned. So now I'll tell you one example to this. So there is one example. So this we have solved by using the data set with attributes outlook, humidity, wind, temperature. Okay, in the last class. So one second. So here in this example, if you see, ఒక data test set తీసుకొని ఇది ఎట్లా వచ్చిందో I have told you by using ID3 algorithm we will be getting this decision tree. So whatever the decision tree which we have got, that is final hypothesis space. So we have to find whether this final hypothesis space is consistent or not. That we have to check. This will be done by using reduced error pruning and rule post pruning technique. So first we will see the first method, that is reduced error pruning. So what is reduced error pruning ante? Example lo chudandi. So this is the final tree which we will get. So here we are having three nodes. Enti avi? The root node is outlook, humidity and wind. Both are so humidity, wind, both are internal nodes. Okay. So final for humidity you will be getting one as no and another as yes. For overcast you will be getting yes. For wind you will be getting as no. This is your final decision tree which you have got. In this you are having three nodes. So we need to select one node at a time. To remove that node, and then what we will do, we will check the accuracy after removing that node. If it increases, the node has to remove. If it decreases, then we have to remove, retain it. So here, if you take, suppose if you take, I am removing the node humidity. Okay. So what I am doing, I am pruning humidity. internal node at left hand side. Total ga a tree anta nenu teesesanu. Okay, so here I have removed humidity. So what I am doing here, if I remove this, I need to make this node as leaf node. Akkada humidity teesesanu anukondi, I have to keep some value there. So what value I have to keep over there? Okay, so that is nothing but I have to classify with some label over there. Okay, so node తీసేసాను, నోడ్ తీసేస్తే అక్కడ ఏదో ఒక వాల్యూ ఉండాలి కదా, ఆ వాల్యూ ఏంటి? So what I'm doing here, algorithm says that assign most classification to that node. We have two classifications. Entity one is no and another is yes. Okay, so you can see here humidity came on undi, humidity high అని ఉంటే no అని ఉంది, humidity కి normal అని ఉంటే yes అని ఉంది. సో ఇవి రెండు క్లాసిఫికేషన్స్ మనకు వచ్చినాయి. సో దీస్ టూ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ప్రీ కండిషన్స్. నో ఎస్ అనేది ఏదైతే లేబులింగ్ ఉందో, సో దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ as ప్రీ కండిషన్స్. సో in place of humidity, what I have to do, I have to use once yes and once no. Then we have to check the accuracy. Humidity place లో no అని పెట్టి టోటల్ ట్రీ కి accuracy చెక్ చేయాలి. హ్యూమిడిటీ ప్లేస్ లో yes అని పెట్టి టోటల్ ట్రీ ది accuracy చెక్ చేయాలి. So this is done by practically. Then you can know what is happening. That I'll show you in lab session. Okay. So this is nothing but reduced error pruning. So what we are label. సో ఫస్ట్ మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే చెక్ ద అక్యూరసీ ఫర్ ద టోటల్ ట్రీ. మీకు ఏదైతే ఫస్ట్ ట్రీ వచ్చిందో ఆ ట్రీ మొత్తానికి అక్యూరసీ చెక్ చేయండి. దెన్ వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ, అప్లై ద రెడ్యూస్డ్ ఎర్రర్ ప్రూనింగ్ టెక్నిక్. వాట్ ఈస్ reduced error pruning here? That is nothing but when you remove the humidity node, if you use no here, what will be the accuracy? If you put yes, what will be the accuracy? అప్పుడు yes no పెట్టి ఈ హై నార్మల్ హ్యూమిడిటీ ఇదంతా ఏది ఉండదు. అప్పుడు ఏమని ఉంటుంది, అవుట్లుక్ సన్నీ నో, అవుట్లుక్ సన్నీ ఎస్. అంటే ఏంటి, ట్రీ అనేది డిక్రీజ్ అయిపోతుంది మనకి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ రెడ్యూస్డ్ ఎర్రర్ ప్రూనింగ్ టెక్నిక్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇస్ రూల్ పోస్ట్ pruning. So what is rule post pruning? The first step here is create the decision tree from the training set, convert the tree into an equivalent set of rules. Those rules are nothing but each path corresponds to a rule, each node along a path corresponds to the precondition, each leaf classification to the post condition. Prune each rule by removing those preconditions whose removal improves accuracy over validation set. Sort the rules in estimated order of accuracy and consider them into sequence when classifying the new instances. So here, take the same example. Okay. So after applying ID3 technique in decision tree, we will get some tree here. Tree generate avutundi. Now we need to find how many rules are there. Okay. So rules enti ikkada, start with the root node. రూట్ నోడ్ ఏంటి? అవుట్లుక్. ఓకే, సో టేక్ ద లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్. లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ మీకు ఏమేమి రూల్స్ వస్తాయి? ద ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఈజ్ అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ హై, then it is no. That is first rule. Second rule ఏంటి? Outlook is sunny, humidity is normal, is rain, and it is wind is strong, then it is no. If outlook is rain and wind is weak, then it is yes. So what is happening here? With your total tree, we are getting 5 different rules. So we are framing 5 different rules. So total paths are 5. Okay, so we need to convert all these into rules. Whatever the paths which are there, those we have to convert into different rules. And here, first take each path which corresponds to the rule. So this is the first step. Here you can see, convert the tree into equivalent set of rules. Each path corresponds to a rule. So మీరు పాత్ ఏం తీసుకుంటున్నారు? అవుట్లుక్, సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీలో హై, నార్మల్ రెండు ఉన్నాయి. అది నో, ఎస్ అని ఉంది. అంటే లెఫ్ట్ సబ్ ట్రీ మొత్తం తీసుకుంటున్నారు మీరు, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ మొత్తం. ఓకే, సో ఏమవుతుంది? ఈచ్ పాత్ కరెస్పాండ్స్ టు రూల్ హియర్, అండ్ ఈచ్ నోడ్ ఇన్ దిస్ పాత్ కరెస్పాండ్స్ టు ద ప్రీ కండిషన్. సో ప్రీ కండిషన్ ఏంటి అది? సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ. రూల్ 1 నుంచి వెళ్ళి తీసుకుంటే రూల్ 1 ఏమనుంది? అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ అండ్ హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హై, దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నో. టేక్ ద ఫస్ట్ రూల్. Now what we are doing, we have to consider the preconditions here. What are the preconditions here? Outlook is equal to sunny, humidity is equal to high. ఇవి రెండు preconditions, and it is classified as no. Okay, so no is called as post condition. అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హై అనేది ప్రీ కండిషన్స్. అవి రెండింటిని యూజ్ చేశాక మనకి క్లాసిఫికేషన్ లేబుల్ వచ్చిన దాన్ని ఏమంటాము? పోస్ట్ కండిషన్ అంటాము. ఓకే, సిమిలర్లీ ఫస్ట్ రూల్ నుంచి వెళ్ళి ఇంకో రూల్ కూడా జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. ఏంటది? అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు నార్మల్, and then classification label will be yes. Okay, so what we are doing here, take the path, convert into rule, and then take the rule correspond to the precondition. Okay, convert into sub rules. What are the sub rules? Outlook is equal to sunny, humidity is equal to high, క్లాసిఫికేషన్ లేబుల్ అనేది నో అని వస్తుంది. అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు నార్మల్ అయితే క్లాసిఫికేషన్ లేబుల్ అనేది ఎస్ అని వస్తుంది. సో ఇట్లా మనకి సబ్ రూల్స్ జనరేట్ అవుతాయి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద సెకండ్ స్టెప్. థర్డ్ స్టెప్ ఏంటి? వన్స్ యూ కన్వర్ట్ ఆల్ దీస్ ఇంటూ ట్రీ, ఇంటూ రూల్స్, సో వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపన్? ఈచ్ రూల్ విల్ కంటైన్ ద మల్టిపుల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రీ కండిషన్స్. సో టిల్ నో వాట్ ఐ హావ్ టోల్డ్ యూ, ఒక్కొక్క రూల్లో మళ్ళీ మల్టిపుల్ ప్రీ కండిషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఒక పాత్ ఒక రూల్ కిందకి కన్వర్ట్ అయింది, ఒక రూల్ మళ్ళీ మల్టిపుల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రీ కండిషన్స్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, సో నౌ వాట్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ హియర్ ఇస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిమూవ్ దోస్ ప్రీ కండిషన్స్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ రిమూవ్ వన్ ప్రీ కండిషన్, అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు అవుట్లుక్ హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హై అని ఉంది అనుకోండి, దాన్ని తీసేసాం అనుకోండి, మనకి ఏమని ఉంటుంది? అప్పుడు ఒకటే వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఏంటది? అవుట్లుక్ సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ నార్మల్, ఎస్ అని వచ్చేస్తుంది డైరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్. ఒకవేళ మనం హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు నార్మల్ తీసేసాం అనుకోండి, ఒకటి డైరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. ఏంటి? అవుట్లుక్ అనేది సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ హై ఉంటుంది, అది నో అని డైరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ ద మల్టిపుల్ preconditions into consideration, that if you remove any one, with that we are getting the accurate result or not, if the accuracy is increasing in that, so when we will retain it, otherwise we will remove that multiple precondition also. So this is rule based, and according to the rule we are pruning the tree. So by applying the pruning technique we will check the performance. If the performance increases, then we will retain that. If the performance decrease, we will remove that. So this is nothing but reduced error pruning and rule post pruning techniques. So guys, any doubts regarding anything? So here you can see, take the first rule, outlook is equal to sunny. ఈ సింబల్ ఏంటి అని అంటే and సింబల్, and humidity is equal to high, then it is no. So first what we are doing, take the first rule, convert that rule into preconditions. Okay, so check the accuracy of the original one and the individual preconditions. Individual preconditions ఏమని ఉన్నాయి, అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ అయితే నో అని, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హై అయితే నో అని. సో ఇట్లా మీకు రెండు కండిషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈ రెండు కండిషన్స్లలో ఏదన్నా ఒకటి ఉంచి చెక్ చేయండి అక్యూరసీ. అవుట్లుక్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సన్నీ నో అనే దాంతో అక్యూరసీ ఎక్కువ వస్తే యూ విల్ రిమైన్ ఇట్, ద అదర్ వన్ యూ విల్ delete it. Okay, so now what is happening here, validation data, and you will be checking the accuracy for the original one and for the removing multiple preconditions also. So instead of what is the use of this, why we are converting the tree into different rules, this is the main query in implementing the rule post pruning technique here. So if we write the tree in the form of different rules and remove any one particular precondition, so then we can get the simple answer. అంటే ఏంటి అని అంటే, ఇప్పుడు లెఫ్ట్ సబ్ ట్రీ తీసుకోండి, అవుట్లుక్ సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ is equal to high, then it is no, humidity is equal to normal, then it is yes. సో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం ఇక్కడ, ఎనీ వన్, we are removing any one. So humidity is equal to high or outlook humidity is equal to normal. సో ఈ రెండిట్లలో ఏదైనా ఒకటి తీసేస్తాం అనుకోండి, మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది, డైరెక్ట్ అవుట్లుక్ సన్నీ, హ్యూమిడిటీ ఈజ్ హై అని వచ్చేస్తుంది డైరెక్ట్. ఈ రెండిట్లలో ఏదైనా ఒకటి పోతే ఒకటి మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, దాంతో ఏమవుతుంది, ట్రీ అనేది రెడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. సో బై ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ రూల్స్ టు ద ట్రైనింగ్ డేటా ఆర్ డెసిషన్ ట్రీ, the accuracy will be increased. Okay, so for this way we will be using rule post pruning technique. So these are the two ways to overcome the overfitting problem. To overcome the overfitting problem, we will be using two ways. One is reduced error pruning technique, and another one is rule post pruning technique. Is this clear, guys? So with this, we will end the first unit. So this is rule post pruning technique. So now what we are doing, if you see here, this is the example continuous valued attributes. ఇంతకుముందు నేను చెప్పాను continuous valued attribute తోటి కూడా issue ఉంటుంది. So create a discrete attribute to test for continuous values. Continuous values ఉంటే దానికి మీరు ఏం చేయండి, apply discrete values, converting the continuous value into discrete value. So this is one procedure that is not there, don't worry. Okay, and attributes with many values, ade it will be biasing to one particular attribute. That is one issue. Okay, and so these are the different issues. Unknown attributes unte em cheyali, unknown attributes unte you will be filling some value to that. Emani unknown అని యూజ్ చేస్తారు, null అని యూజ్ చేస్తారు, నెక్స్ట్ none అని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో likewise, so these are all the different ways you will be doing by using data pre-processing techniques. Data pre-processing lo you will be having data cleaning technique. Data cleaning lo one more technique, that is binning, or missing values ni etla enter cheyali. So these are the different ways you will be having over there. Okay, so this is done by using data pre-processing technique. So with this, we'll end the first unit. So I don't know how many of you are understood. So any doubts regarding anything, guys? Till now, in any topic? Guys, come forward. So what we did till now is, in first unit, first we have seen how to design the system. Then we have learned about some concepts, and we have applied different algorithms to that concept. Okay, so different algorithms like finders algorithm. In finders algorithm, you will be using this particular algorithm is used only for positive values. అంటే ఏంటి అని అంటే outlook is sunny, humidity is equal to normal, it is yes, అంటే అది పాజిటివ్ ఉంది. So those particular conditions are used to get the hypothesis. So this is finders algorithm. To overcome this, we have used version space, that is the candidate elimination algorithm, to find the version space in that. Version space is nothing but set of hypotheses we will get, subset of hypotheses we will get from the training data. So candidate elimination algorithm used చేసినప్పుడు we will be using all the training examples over here, and we will find the subset hypothesis space, set of subset hypothesis space for the training examples. That is candidate elimination algorithm. So here you will be having different issues like it will be biasing, and unbiased learners are used. Okay, so to overcome this, we have used inductive biasing technique. In inductive biasing technique, for using this, whatever the data which is there, that is used with different examples, with different algorithms like classification techniques. So till now, finder algorithm, candidate elimination algorithm, so these are the past algorithms. In olden days they have used that. Now we are using classification techniques. The classification techniques like the decision tree, nearest neighbors, neural networks. So likewise. Okay, so the one algorithm which we have seen, that is decision tree. Decision tree is used to get the tree. So that is the final hypothesis space. So when we are getting the tree, that will be in large size. So that will not fit into our memory. So to overcome this, we will be using two different techniques like reduced error pruning and post rule method. Okay, so this is your first unit. So any doubts again? Any doubts regarding anything, guys? Once again.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So in nowadays, the second unit related to neural networks is a very important topic. Okay, so that we will start tomorrow. So guys, I request everyone to inform your friends also to attend the classes regularly. Why? Because management and HOD and others also are monitoring very much and focusing on your attendance and related to your placements also. Okay, so I inform you or I request you everyone to attend the classes regularly. Okay, so Sandeep, send me the attendance.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, once Sandeep finish it, you can leave. But now stay. When he message to leave, then only you leave.
Done, ma'am.
Okay then. You can leave, Amma.